Storage? What do you mean I'm out of storage? It's run on the internet. Well, hello everybody. For whoever may be there. Give people a few minutes to come in. And I do detect an echo. There, I hope that helped. Hopefully it will send out notifications. Let's see. I don't know if I'm live or not. It says I am. Hello, hello, hello. It says there's one person on. Two people. Turn this, get it. How is everybody tonight? I just wanted to come on for a bit and get to talk to people I haven't talked to for a while. Hello, Slicey Slicer. People can come up and chat, but you will not be in it if you don't have an icon, and I don't know you very well because I've had trouble with people in shenanigans before. Hi there, I have a high hope. It's a nice chilly, wet day in Northeast Michigan. I hope everybody else is doing good. Haven't done any live streams in a while, so I thought I would try to catch up with people and see how everybody's doing. Oh, nice, in South Mississippi. Yeah, it would be kind of, well, you'd be a lot further into spring than we are. Up here it's still, well, let's see, it says 38 degrees right now and cloudy. But it was raining yesterday and today. And then we had sunshine for about 5 minutes and then it disappeared. It never came back out. If you like it here, please like, share, and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Hi, Allie. How are you? Yeah, at least one of my moderators is here. My first one, actually, I believe. Right, Allie? Mm. And my internet's going wonky, I see. The signal's pretty low. I'm sorry if I drop up and it freezes or anything like that. Terribly sorry. Hi, Dee. How you doing? Very cold wind and some rain and snow in Iowa. Yeah. We had that too. It's almost everybody I know up this way is having rain or something. Thank you. Just settling down for the night. Long day. Oh, yeah. You know, cloudy weather really gets me down. Do you ever feel that way? Yeah, when it's gray. Your shelves look beautiful behind you. Yeah, they need to be organized again, though. There's a lot of stuff you can't see sitting on the floor. I patting soil and all that, because if you watch my videos about the garden starts I got that all going. Yeah, too much rain. Clouds cold. I love the sun. I like it about 70, 72, maybe 75, but not any warmer than that. I just don't like it when it's really hot out. What in the world? Somebody revving up a noisy truck someplace. I don't see anything, but I sure hear it. It's still bountiful and beautiful. Yes. Yeah, I know. Iva High Hope. I'll just call you Iva for short. I would melt there, yeah. Mississippi's pretty warm. Well, I lived in Texas for a while and it was terrible down there. Better than empty, yes, it sure is. So Denise, how you doing? Haven't talked to you in a while. Of course, I haven't talked to anybody in a while. I got cans of chicken from Costco. Most of them were dented. So they apologized. So they sent them to me again. And most of them were dented. Hey, as long as they're not spoiled, I'd put them on the shelf. I have a lot of dented cans here. I'm careful, if they're not puffy and stuff, Because it's going to get down to the wire, well, it already is. It's like you take what you can get. If dented, so what? If it's not bulging, it's fine. Only one seal was broken. Well, that's pretty good odds, though, then. But that's really nice of them, though, to send you it again. I'd add it all to the shelf. Yes, absolutely, So you can only see, well, everything's backwards. Actually, okay, that's the window. And then over to here's all you can see. But there's also that side over there that you can't see. I got shelves in that. Yes, replaced for free 36 cans. A blessing. Oh my goodness. Yes, Allie. Yeah, it has been a while, Denise. But I did manage to get my starts going with my new lights and everything. They were sitting here on this table next to me, but they're now in a, if you watched my video, in a separate room. A closet, actually. Oh, hi, Jennifer. How are you? Costco's nice. They've got nearly everything you could ever want or need. Yeah, I don't have a Costco around me that I'm aware of anyway. Costco customer service is wonderful compared to Walmart. Oh, I've never had any trouble with Walmart. They've always honored, if I had a complaint, they always fixed it right away. But I know other people say the same thing, that Walmart's been really bad for them, but I haven't had anything bad, so maybe I should knock on wood. I'm not a member of Costco. I just get a delivery once in a while as a guest. I think I paid $5.99 for delivery. Oh, yes. I wonder if I could find it again to show you guys. If you're into prepping, I found this place. It's like $100 some and you can get 498 pounds of food shipped to your door. It's like, oh, I don't know if I can find it again. I don't want to go off my page here because I'll lose you. I'll post that in one of my videos if I find it again. I saved it someplace. It looked very interesting. But it's always, a lot of it is rice. But there was quite a bit of rice, but there was a lot of other stuff too. And I couldn't believe that price. I said, that's got to be a scam of some kind. But it's a food preservation. Well, yeah, it could be classified as preservation type place. Long-term storage, put it that way. Yeah, that place, Denise, it is a delivery place. They deliver right to your door. Probably like a crazy woman these days. You better believe it. If you're not, it's too late. But, you can try, because I'm telling you, times are going to get rough, like real quick, like, if you catch my drift. The only one that's going to fix it. And the Lord. That does sound interesting. Yes, it was... I can't remember where I was when I ran across it. I saved it someplace, but I'm so afraid that I'm going to mess up my live stream if I try to find it. Oh, wait. That's right. If you go into my community tab, I believe I posted it there. Yes, I did. I posted a link there. I couldn't believe it when I seen it. You guys check it out and see what you think. If you think it's a scam or what, because I could not believe that price when I seen it. It was so tempting to order. Oh my gosh, it was tempting. And just to see. But then again, 498 pounds. Where the heck am I going to put it? Oh, thanks, Allie. But in my community tab, I think it was maybe about 4 weeks ago. Maybe not that far back, but I did post it in there, because when I find something interesting like that, I always put it in there. If you want to run over there and get it out of my community tab, copy and paste it. It would probably be Allie that would have to do it, because she's a moderator. If you would do that, Allie, if you can find it, I would appreciate it. You can share it right in here, because you're a moderator, so you can share it. And everybody can check it out and see, what you think of it. But I almost flew out of my chair when I saw it. Holy Toledo. Yeah, you could, Ellie. Yeah, it is. It is good for rice, but I've got 20 some pounds of it over there, and I don't know how many pounds on the shelf over there, but I got a great big bag of rice. Um, and it was $10, nine something for 20 pounds. Thanks, Allie. I appreciate it. I get shipments if you buy bulk. The prices can be, whoops, jumped up. Can be very good for some things, especially for organic. I don't know how far down in the, in my community tab it will be, but you got to check it out, you guys. I could not believe the price. See what you think, if you think it's a scam. Because it was one of those things that sound too good to be true. And I'm thinking, like, they're probably doing this thing where you pay $100 and you're signing up to get, that every month. And I don't want that every month. 500 pounds of food. I'm like, good grief, where would I store it? Hi, Patty. How you doing? I mean, Tinker's wife. What are you talking about? Food preservation and I guess you call it long-term food storage place that I found. It had an unbelievable deal, and I couldn't. You know how you get those unbelievable deals, and usually they're too good to be true. And all that, I couldn't believe it. I looked at it and looked at it. I tried to find somewhere where it was saying that you get it every month or something like that. But it was $100 and some for 498 pounds, I think it was, of food. Hey, Southern Prairie, how are you? I haven't seen you in a long time. You may use my name. I say it on my channel all the time. I was wondering who you're talking about that had the good deal. I can't remember the name of the place, but I saved it on my community tab. It's not, I don't think it was a picture. I think it was just a link to it. I think Ellie, it was like, maybe, I thought it was 3 or 4 weeks ago, but it might have been a couple months ago. I don't really think it was that long. Oh no. I'm thinking at least a month ago, but I don't want to go back too far. As your standard, yeah, I don't have that around here. Yeah, I've seen Tinker's Wife. I've seen some videos on YouTube about that Azure Standard stuff, and I went on their site and checked it out too. I hope you're doing good, Southern Prairie. Still working on the moringa. Oh, have you? Southern Prairie, that's cool. I mean, it'd be something worth. I mean, they have it in Michigan, but it's quite a ways away from me. So it'd be worth it, if I was getting enough stuff to drive, I don't know, 40, 50 miles or something, I wouldn't mind that. But for what I could afford to get, it's like, it doesn't make sense for me. Yeah, I've seen somebody had some bad oranges one time, and uh, they replaced them stuff. Or I think they got credited. I can't remember how they did it now. It was very interesting, but when I looked at it, they were really high priced too. When anything came in bad, they refunded it, no problems, yeah. You have to check and see if they have a drop in your area. Yeah, they do. It's not in my area, but they have one in Michigan. A couple different places. Azure has greatly expanded their areas they cover. I'd keep watching. Yeah, I was on there about 3 weeks ago. I'm doing good. How have you been? I'm doing good. Good as can be expected. With the Lord's help, of course. Inflation is so bad. It's going to get much worse. Oh, you better believe it. Oh, I like cauliflower rice too, Allie. I like to use it for making keto pizza. Although you don't need cauliflower for that. But I had cauliflower tonight for supper. Oh yeah, buying it frozen. Yeah, that'd be the way to go. Be a lot easier. You don't have to whiz it up all the time, you know. Thinking of buying it and putting it in my dehydrator, then jarring it up with oxygen absorbers. What do you think? Oh yeah, Allie, that'd be cool. But you can get a lot in a jar, so you have to be careful because, like I did broccoli, and it shrinks so much. I mean, you can have a floret that big around, and when it's done, it's little bitty things. So when you rehydrate it, you're actually throwing more in the pan than what you think you are. Has anyone used Instacart? Nope, I never have. I looked at it, but I've never used it. That way I don't have to take up freezer space. Yep, I got a lot of dehydrated stuff up there. And did you see my video about the hot cocoa mix I made? That's, well, let's see. That, big jug right there. I made up my own. I'll be canning 25 pounds of carrot next week. I've done that, Southern Prairie. On my shelf back there, I got almost a whole shelf and part of another that all canned baby carrots. A lot of jars. It's very scary. I don't know how people without Jesus are holding it together these days. Yep. Hopefully, with everything that's going on, there's going to be a lot less people without Jesus because it's going to bring some people to their knees, and there's no better place to be. I will be canning 20. Oh, I missed part of that. And 50 pounds of Irish potatoes. Just cut and froze 10 pounds of celery. Ooh, I would dehydrate celery. Matter of fact, I did some of that recently. Let's see if I can reach it. I'll show you. I got so much stuff in here now I can barely get around. This is, well, I use some of it. There's a pint jar too, but this is a quart jar of celery, dehydrated celery. I use a lot of it. And I got a gallon jug up on the shelf there where I did onions. Oh, let's see. Going out to check the wood furnace. Haven't been able to keep it going today. Getting cold and windy. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. It is. Okay, where did I leave off here now? It's very scary. Don't know how people don't. Okay, I read that one. Irish potatoes and celery. Yep, read that. Excuse me. Going out to check the furnace, okay? I dehydrated broccoli in the summertime. I must have put way too much on the tray and it took forever. Yeah. And with the humidity, it smelled so bad the whole neighborhood was smelling disgusting. Oh, now see, I didn't notice any bad smell. But yeah, in the bigger pieces, they take quite a while, so I tried to chop them up about as small as I would eat them, you know. I'm trying to can at least every other day or so. Yep, I just did, what did I do? Oh, beef barley soup. I made it one day to eat, and then I canned up 4 pints of it that were left. That's in here someplace. Where did I put it? I don't know. You see them things back there? It's on them shelves in there someplace. Well, I think it's over on that side. Yep, I see one. I hate dehydrated broccoli, and it's not my favorite, but I'll tell you what. When you're eating or starving to death, you'll eat it. That's what I did. I'm thinking about that right now. Not stuff that looks appealing to me or anything like that. If it's food, I'm going to find a way to pack it up. I just canned 5 pounds of carrots in half-pint jars. Oh my gosh. Them's weirdo things. Did you cut them up like coins or something? My kids used to love them that way. Amen. Amen, Grampy. All of you canning sounds wonderful. Yeah. So that company you list. Uh-oh. I disappeared for a second there. Hope I'm back now. The website name is weird. So their reviewers aren't bad. They were one of the first survival food companies out there. Yeah. I stumbled across it. I don't know what I was looking for when I came up with it that day. I clicked on something and then it took me there. It looked really interesting but sketchy. I wasn't sure. First survival food companies here. Did you see the deal though, Patty, where it was 100 and something for, I think it was 498 pounds. It was 400 and some odd pounds. Let's see. Does it retain its flavor in the celery? Yeah. Once you do stuff like this though, where you dehydrate it, you're going to want to do it in things that, like dressing, soups, stuff like that, where there's, you cook it a little bit first so it rehydrates partially. It's not the same as fresh, of course not. But I'm worried about having stuff to eat, you know. So, you bite the bullet, you know. I use the celery for my vegetable broth. There you go. Yep. So dehydrated will not be good. The first time I dehydrated garlic 10 years ago, made the mistake of keeping it dehydrated. Oh, I did that with onions too. I did it in this room for 6 months. All you can smell in here was onions. Whoo! You walk in and clean out your sinuses and make your eyes water. Oh my goodness. Do onions outside if you can, or in a garage, or someplace you don't care about stinking up. Onions are powerful. It does change the flavor a little bit, of course. Every dehydrated thing does. If anyone tells you it doesn't, they're full of it. It does. But it still works for what you need it to work for. You know? Like here, there's no way I'm going to get fresh celery in the wintertime. Not unless it comes from China or wherever they're getting it from, because it's not normal. Who knows what they do to it. But I am not worried about getting organic stuff, anything like that, because now it's getting down to in the nick of time where you got to get, you know, it's down to the nitty gritty, put it that way. And it's only going to get worse. The first time I had, oh wait, I read that one. That sounds worth checking out. That good place. Food place. Yeah. They're in Utah, probably a Mormon-owned company. It might be, but they got food, oh well. I can bless it before I bring it in the house. I had to say it, I'm sorry. You can chop the celery and flash freeze it flat on a cookie sheet. This way they do not stick in a block. Yeah. Ugh. I tried rinsing it off and putting it in a bag and freeze it, and I had celery glob. I had to take the bag out, smash it on the floor a few times and knocking them apart. But now I do green peppers that way and everything. I spread them out and freeze them and then put them in a bag together, and they don't all stick together. You know, if you've ever done it. The glob of doom where you got to smash it on the floor and beat it with a hammer before you can use it. Hey, bud, how you doing, brother? You're back. Uh-oh. Was I gone? Oh, no. Oh, I'm behind. I do them in half pints, too. Wide mouth. Yeah, wide mouths are the way to go. But, however, if all you can get is regular, it's better than doing nothing. They go a little over the neck, but I packed them right, and they always, yes, I don't worry about that. It's only some things you gotta really worry about that headspace and that. Walton Feed has been around for over 50 years. Oh. Ellie or Patty, did you find the link that you can post in here? Let's see. Good to be here, Southern Prairie. My eyes burned, yeah. When I did it. Oh my heavens, Betsy, I walked in here and it's like, clean out your nose and burn up the eyeballs and everything. I agree. Hi, Bud. Hello, Allie. I was able to get 47 quarts of tomatoes before the frost killed my tomatoes. Better something than nothing, you betcha. I got about a bushel of Roma tomatoes in the freezer right now. My tomato plants didn't die until February this year. Even survived the first two. Wow. Maybe leave them in there and maybe they'll start growing again. You know, producing fruit. I would love to try that for an experiment, you know. Oh, so Valley Food Storage sells on Amazon too. Or at least they did. I'm guessing they are probably keeping real busy just keeping up these days. Oh, I can imagine, Patty. I saw someone be cool tomatoes in the oven and then put them in a canning jar and a water bath can them whole. Has anyone seen that? Well, you know what? I like to take, and I've done some. Over there I have pints of tomatoes that I canned with the peelings and everything on them. Because you can put them in stuff and the peelings will float to the top and you can pick them off and, you know, it works. Cool tomatoes in the oven? Roasted maybe? And then put them in a canning jar, water bath, can whole. Has anyone seen that there was no salt or anything added to them? Yeah, you don't need to put salt in them. Lemon juice or anything. Mine, I pack the tomatoes in the jar and If they need water, which they usually do some, then I throw them in the pressure cooker. I don't deal with that water bath stuff. Meh. If you're going to make the tomatoes to put into something, what does it matter if they come apart? You know what I'm saying? Like you put them in chili or whatever. If you can them in a pressure canner, you get them in a little bit too long and they come apart. So what? You still got tomato in there. I accidentally froze a bag of fresh salad and kale. Ooh. And so Joe the other day had to eat freezing Jennifer. Oh my goodness. I don't know how on my iMac yet. Oh, okay. New operating. That's right, Patty. I forgot about that. Operating system is still learning. And then put them in canning jars in a hole and water bath can there for 20 minutes with no liquid, no salt, or anything that... Whoops. Anyone seen that done before? Yep, I do it. I don't peel them or anything. I don't need to. I sowed more tomato seeds very late after the last frost as a last-ditch effort. Cannot grow tomatoes in Florida. Some are only cherry. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. I thought you could in Florida. Southern Prairie. I saw someone bake whole tomatoes for 20 minutes and then put them in canning jars and water bath them for 20 minutes with no salt or liquid. I don't see why that wouldn't work, because tomatoes are really juicy. But if they bake them for 20 minutes, you're going to dry them out somewhat. And there's not going to be a lot of juice in there. But you don't really have to. Like potatoes, you can dry can those. Just cut up the potatoes and throw them in the jar and pressure can them. I've got some of those over there too. They taste okay, but the color gets wonky, weird. Here's the link. Oh, you found it, Patty. Oh, good. There's the link, everybody. Tinker's wife posted it there. Thanks, Patty. Had to use my phone to grab the link. When there's a will, there's a way. Exactly. Do you have a You Pick Farms by you? They're supposed to be, but I don't know where they're at. I know there's a few where you can get berries and stuff. Strawberries, raspberries, blueberries. I've been to a few of those. But other than that, I don't really know for sure. I've heard there is, but I don't know where they are. My phone was just flashing in and out, but it's okay again. Jennifer, throw the frozen greens into a soup like lentil soup. Yeah, you can do that too. Patty, my tomatoes that did good were sown in fall. Our summers are too hot. Oh, wow. I can the way my grandmother did in Italy. Yeah, that's the best way. I do everything the way my mom did it, so... I've canned, to tell you the truth, I've water bath canned tomatoes, and I pressure canned tomatoes, and I really don't see that much difference. All I know is pressure cooking is a lot faster and easier. I need to get going here. Have a good night, Grampy and friends. Okay, Patty, thanks for coming. Oh, roasting tomatoes are amazing. Adds flavor. Do it. Yeah. If you want roasted tomatoes, yeah, that's good. Well, you can dry them too. Sun dry them or dehydrate them. Slice them and dehydrate them. And you save the peelings. If you peel your tomatoes, you can dry those and grind them up into powder and make tomato powder out of the skins. Like Iva says, I like dehydrated tomatoes. I powdered them as I use them. Yep. What part of Italy is your family from? Mine is from Rome and La Spezia. I don't know. Good night, Tinker's wife. Yeah, good night. I know, I never would have thought in Florida that the heat would cook tomatoes on you. That's different. Huh. Southern Italy. All this food talk is making me hungry. Yes, I know. I got a big box behind me full of pumpkin spice marshmallows. Let me show you these. Oh, if I eat one, no, it's going to start something. I won't get the big jar, I'll get a small one. And see, here's the marshmallows. I got a banana box full of them. And what I'm doing is dehydrating them. Unlike everything else, when you dehydrate marshmallows, they swell up instead of shrinking. And they get very hard. And very good. My hot cocoa mix I got back there. Made someone in my video and I put some of these in it. They melt. Oh, they're good. Florida's biggest growing season is fall. I never knew that. Dixondale. I don't know what them are. Love that sound. What sound? Oh my. Hey JT, how you doing, buddy? Oh, I bought freeze-dried, whoops, where'd it go? Skittles. They're freaking delicious, but stupid expensive. Yeah. Jennifer, it is really good. Pumpkin spice flavor. My grandkids, I walked out with a jar of these, they were gone. My daughter could not stay out of them. Let's see. Well, yeah, I hope. Where'd it go? Mainly pressure and water bath. My grandmother water bath canned tomato sauce for 70 years. Yep. Well, they didn't have pressure canners for years. My mom did the same thing until she got hers. What a good way to save marshmallows. Exactly. These marshmallows, the discount store I go to, they had a shopping cart full. And they said, free. I said, free is for me. That one guy behind the counter, he says, you want some? You want a bunch of them? I said, yeah, I'll take a box of them. He said, what are you going to do with them? I dehydrated them. Not all of them, I still have some. But they were exposed to humidity or something. They were starting to stick together. I said, I don't care, they're still edible. I picked them apart and dehydrated them. They were good. They get incredibly crunchy. I want to eat some more, but I'm good. How are you? I'm good. JT, how are you? Southern Prairie, that sounds so incredibly wonderful. Freeze-dried Skittles. Yeah, they sound, I think they would be like bullets or something trying to eat them because don't they get really hard? I wish I had a freeze dryer. Oh my gosh, if I had a freeze dryer, I'd be doing a lot of meat. I don't care if I had to cook it first and then do it, but I don't see why. But well, yeah, you might. Yeah, I would cook it first. They're delicious. I know, it's a gimmick. They got me. Excuse me. Oh, I love that walk with your grandkids. That kept wanting to comment every time they said, leave a comment. I know. My granddaughter. And I had to put it where the comments couldn't be on because kids were in it. And you can get in trouble if you don't. So I had to turn them off. I tried to tell her they're not going to be able to comment because there's kids in it. And I don't know if I said it on camera. I know I did a few times because I didn't turn the camera on right away. I also always have rocks in my pockets. Yes, my grandson came home. And he goes home, and I'm walking through barefoot, of course. And I step on this gray thing in front of my shirt. He had it stuck far enough under the chair, so my foot went out. Ow. It was a rock, at least that big around. It was flat, but it was, did not feel good. Reminded me of the days of stepping on my kids' jacks and Legos. Oh my gosh. Got you laughing. Good. Laughter's the best medicine. Hey, bud. JT says, hey, bud. LOL. My friend from Mexico cans her tomatoes by filling the jars with boiled tomatoes and covering them with a heavy blanket until the morning. Yeah, a lot of people have a lot of different ways of doing stuff like that. I'll show you mine. I still got about ooh, I wigged out for a second there. I hope I'm back now. Blah 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 blah. Oh, wait, I'll be back. I gotta get my Skittles. Hey, vlogs, my bud. I will hope interesting. Oh, I'm way behind on the comments. Holy moly. Hello, Jennifer. Yes, but I'm going to try it. English grid down, whatever that means. We're going to buy the harvest right, but decided against it. Yeah, I want one. They got that. I think it is Harvest Right. They have a payment plan you can get it on, too. They call it layaway, because I wrote to the guy at Retired at 40 YouTube channel. He has one, and he does videos on dehydrating or freeze drying. All kinds of stuff. I like to watch him, and I commented to him, I'd like to have a freeze dryer, but they cost a whole lot of money. Granted, you might make it back, but there's time there, involved too. With all that coming out of your pocket, the initial investment. There we go. That's what I wanted to say. Eileen, so nice to see you. Hi, all. She says, hi, Eileen. I thought you were on already. Oh, yeah, that's right. I think you said you had to leave, or was that somebody else? Hi, Ellie. Hello, Eileen. Hi, SPH. LOL. I thought it was just if the video is made for kids that you had to say that. Yeah, but when you say that it's made for kids, it will turn off the commenting too. My kids are in our videos. Lots of kids are in homesteading videos. Yeah, but they're not supposed to be. That's what they told me. And I'm trying to cover my butt, you know. Hi, Hi, Maniac Grammy, how are you? Bud. Maniac Grammy, hello. This is what I thought, Jennifer. Brenda, hi, Grammy. Better safe than sorry. Hi, Southern P. Hi, Allie. Hi, Eileen. Iva. Got to go to bed. Nice chat, bless y'all. Okay, thanks, Iva. I fell out of my chair. I went to put an order in Azure Organic Oat Brand. It went up $30 for a 25. Oh my goodness! I got a bag of oats too, but I got them from my Mennonite store. I don't remember what mine were. I'd have to look at them again. Freeze dryers are too expensive for my blood. Yeah. If I had a business where I could do all the stuff and I'd sell it, you know, to help pay for the thing, I might try to do it, but I still couldn't do it. The last time I looked, they were over $3,000, and there's no way I can do that. I ordered a butane burner for $28 and 4 cans of butane for $27. When I checked today, 3 weeks later, it has all doubled in price. Yeah, check on a freezer. Oh my goodness. Hillbilly Kitchen just did a video on freeze dryer with code. So expensive. Yeah, they are. I'm not saying they're not worth it. It's just the initial investment before you showed a return on it is, oh, it's kind of like, is it worth it? If you're doing it for a business or something, you know, that's one thing. There is stainless steel dehydrator on Amazon, rated excellent. 2X caliber for $145. Mine's Nesco, and it's up there on the shelf till I get it down to do some more marshmallows. Time to take a nap. Jose is sleeping, and my bones need all the whoops that jumped up on me. All the rest they can get. Love y'all. Okay, thanks, bud. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate that. Don't trust Amazon. Yeah. Chinese, a lot of the stuff is. But then again, it's getting down to the wire. It's like, take what you can get. We almost bought one 2 weeks ago. A medium was a great price, $2,600. But I decided to skip it for now. Yeah, because even if you did get it, Southern Prairie, who knows how long you're going to have to wait before you finally get it. Flux my blessings. My $40 dehydrator serves me well. Yep. Mine was a little bit. It was, I think, $60 when I got it. And mine don't do anything fancy. You can't set the temperature. It's on and off, and that's it. But my air fryer, if you have an air fryer, most of them can dehydrate too. Yep, mind blowing. What did I do? Jump backwards? Yeah, I did. My foot, yeah. I have a good dehydrator recommended by Tessie. Eileen Lester. I hate Amazon also, yeah. But sometimes you can get the best deals on Amazon, and other times you pay more. I've noticed that. It's like looking at freezers. Well, my mom and dad ordered a freezer about a year ago or so off Amazon. The first one was dented. Well, it was damaged. Didn't work. It's now sitting in my living room when I store my cat food in it. And Amazon did send them another one because I put the warranty on it. Smart thinking. And that one works really good. Dad likes it, but It was like $300 some then. Now the same freezer is over 700 and something. I have an Excalibur large 9 tray. Just hate it. It's plastic, yeah. Excalibur's good though. Saving up my YouGov points. Yeah. I never get nowhere with those things. I'll show you. These are my tomatoes that I did. I forgot to put this jar back. And I didn't peel them or anything. You shove them in the jar. And look how they stayed together and everything. Really nice. And when you open these up to use them, the skin, you can just pick them off, you know, or whiz them up and use like tomato juice or something. It works. Points for a $100 Amazon gift card for an air fryer. Yeah. I got the one that I did the product review on. Liked it at first, but now some of the buttons don't light up. I know where they are, but they don't light up, and it still works other than that. But it's a 10-quart one, and I dehydrate everything in it. How long did it take? Did it take to dry tomatoes? I don't know, because I never dried them yet. I know you can, though. I thought about it. I got a whole bunch of them in the freezer, but they're going to be mushy now, but they would still dehydrate. Dry them out a little bit. See, these are, whoops, tomatoes I canned. You can see at the top there. Oops. Right up in here, you can see the skin. They come right off. It's a lot easier canning tomatoes that way than standing there all day peeling them things. How long is that jar of tomatoes you did good for, do you think? Till I open it. As long as it's sealed, I don't pay attention to all that other stupid stuff. I've eaten this all my life. I have got blueberries I canned back there. Some my mom canned way back in 2013. I'd still eat them. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking about opening them and making some blueberry syrup out of them or blueberry jelly because they've been canned. And if you got dentures and stuff, blueberry seeds are wicked when they get underneath your plates. Oh, they feel like broken glass digging in your gums and stuff. And that way I can strain the juice, get all the seeds that are, that got through with berries that went through their seeds, and make blueberry jelly or blueberry syrup for pancakes or something like that. Hold on. Now, to go by what USDA says, they would probably say maybe 5 years. But I have some back there that have been there since probably 2011, and they're still fine. Whoops. I love my Como grain mill. I had on my wish list for years and got it 3 years ago. I have two of the mills that I do not make fine flour. Yeah. Those would be neat to have. I dehydrate watermelon. Yeah, a lot of people do. I've never done that before. I imagine that really shrinks because you take all that water out. I can tomatoes for at least 3 to 5 years, yeah, or longer. See, actually what they mean by that doesn't mean 3 to 5 years or they're awful. No, it's just they start losing some of their nutritional value, but that doesn't mean that they're not safe to eat. Watermelon yummy. I saw a watermelon at Walmart today for $10. Ooh. I have put a mill. I put my tomatoes through it. Separates the seeds and skins. Yeah, I can do that with my juicer too. It separates seeds and everything. But friend, I dehydrate the watermelon. Then I toss it in confectioner's sugar and put it in a jar. Oh my gosh, it's so freaking delicious. I can imagine. Watermelons are yummy to begin with. Dehydrating bananas, yeah, those are good. Can't do that, diabetic. That's Grampy spot on. Brenda, I use the sugar-free confectioner's sugar. You know me, I use that. Yep, me too. You grow bananas. Yeah, she did, Denise. She did. I don't know if she still does, because I think she moved. Did you move yet, Southern Prairie? I know you were working on that. The last time we spoke, which was, I don't know, eons ago. Not really, but See, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 jars of tomatoes there. Here's my beef barley soup that I just did last week. And the beef was hamburger. I'm heavy on barley, though. I had some barley I had to use up, so I got rid of it. It was getting old. Still tasted fine because I ate it. Some of it before I canned it. Oh yes, I don't think I've done a video since I did these. These Brussels sprouts. I did. Let's see. Yes, 40. That's right. That's what I use. Something to make me smile. Yep, whoops. The banana trees are still doing wonderful. That's good. Swerve or Truvia. I use straight organic stevia. It's got nothing but stevia in it, which I've shown in my videos. Laughter is good for the soul. Amen, Southern. Swerve! I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 jars of Brussels sprouts. This is my hot cocoa powder that I made, and there's no sugar in it other than the creamer. The creamer's got 1 gram. Okay, and Brussels sprouts. Yep. Hi, Tammy. How are you? I love bananas. I live in Iowa, though. Yeah. Okay, all it's late. I have to hit the hay. Okay, good night, Grammy. We started to lay out the cottage on our real property. Then the crunch on building supplies started. Oh, yeah. Then the dollars went nuts. A 20K self-build is now over 50. Oh, my goodness. see. I don't know what else I've done recently. Oh, I did. I don't know if I showed these or not. I did 21 quarts of kosher dill pickles. No food coloring or nothing. And I used freeze-dried dill, freeze-dried garlic, and freeze-dried onions in some of them. This one has onion in it too. It was all the freeze-dried stuff. And I made some sliced ones, and man, were these good. Make them the way my mom did. I greenhouse is the only way for bananas in Iowa. Greenhouse? Oh, okay. Okay, good to catch you live tonight. Yeah, good to see you here too. Good night, Brenda. Yep. But I did 21 quarts of pickles. I don't know if I showed you them last time or not. I can't remember. Let's see. Now these, you can't see them because they're so dark. But these are, try to get it light, blueberries. And all it is blueberries and water. And my mom did these, I think around 2013 or something. I sleep better at night knowing I have food. Yeah, really. It's going to be a precious commodity. Like they say, they'll, in the Bible, they'll throw their gold and silver in the streets because it's going to be worthless. Amen. So then, yep. I like tour that, Grampy. Tour what? Oh, of my kid stuff? Mm-hmm. You even got pumpkin. I'm walking weird because I'm stepping over things on the floor. I got potting soil down here. All that stuff. Uh-oh, I went out again. Oops. Oh, what's going on? Creepy, what? Your kitty cats. They all snoozing you. Yep, they're outside. Because I don't want them in here. I don't want them knocking all that stuff down. They get crazy climbing over stuff. So they're not allowed in here. Hi, Tammy. Nice to see you. Tammy Eisenblatter, hello. Where are... Allie, where are what? Oh, where are your kitty cats? Are they all snoozing? Yeah. I think that's what you meant. I hope I didn't miss anybody. If I did, I'm sorry. Yeah, Sylvester's out. He's sitting at the door right now yelling at me. Him and Inky, they have to be everywhere I'm at. Let's see. Is there anything anybody wanted to ask? Grape juice? Nope. It's not grape juice. That was blueberries. My mom, she always put water on stuff. If we didn't have to put sugar or salt or anything like that, I still do it to this day. I don't put anything in it. because you can do that when you use it, you know. What are you doing, Grampy? I'm sitting here. Oh, what you've been doing? As little as possible. No. Let's see. I gotta make it sound like I'm busy. Well, I started my seeds and they're doing good. I got cucumbers up today and the tomatoes are starting to pop through. If you haven't watched that video, I got one up there. Using my grow lights. They're LED ones. I really like them. Oh boy, you go in that room where they're at. I have to have my hallway light on. Because when I shut them lights off, it's absolutely black for a few minutes. A few seconds, you know, because it's so bright. It's such a change. And walking, trying to get back more walking done. Sitting on my dupa. I gotta come in here. I haven't done it. I'm putting it off. I gotta rearrange all this stuff. I got cases right there, cereals, and that. Find some place to put. I don't know. Gigantic thing of TP. I got potting soil on the floor. Well, seed starter on the floor. Which I don't really care what it looks like in here as long as it's some kind of normal. Dr. Bronner's sale suds was $47 a gallon. It went up in 2 months to $69. I got a sale online on an online store and bought 2 gallons for $65. Wow, you got a good deal. I used the sale suds in my garden sprays. Oh, really? Trying to stock up on garden supplies. I expanded my garden. Oh, I would too, if I didn't have so many trees. Next time you go shopping in an ice storm, please back the car all the way up to the stairs so you don't have to have a so I don't have to have a nervous breakdown watching you walk across the ice in your car. It makes everybody laugh. If I would have fell and cracked the ground. Well, SPH, Dr. Bronner's is getting pricey, yes. See, Allie, the only thing was my whole front yard was like that. There's no way I could avoid the ice. And I gotta do it, you know. I just hate when I go shopping coming home and have to put it all in the car, you know, and then come home and unload it out of the car and bring it all in, put it all away. By the time that's all done, I'm usually about an hour afterwards in the chair sleeping. Sylvester? No, Sylvester, go lay down. Tammy Eisenblätter, yes, nuts. I'm okay for at least 2 years now. Southern, what is sale suds? Allie, organic Castile soap, but with essential oil, great for pests and cleaning. Oh, is it like coconut oil or vegetable oil? Because I used a lot of Murphy's oil soap. Today I mopped my floors with it. I don't like chemicals around my pets or myself. Oh, okay, thank you. We used to have to use Castile soap when we lived in a house that we built because the water was kind of hard and it would curdle. You know, Mom's put soap in it And you could use a ton of it, and you didn't get any suds. So she had to use the Castile soap a lot. That is what inflation does, except we are headed for stagflation, yeah. Like the oil embargo in the 70s, you better believe it. Then you add the sanctions on Russia. That will kill EU and hurt the USA. Yep. There's a lot of stuff going to go down. I mean, we all know it. We all see it. Yep. It's a coming. Hey, it's already here. I use handmade goat milk soap with just the milk, coconut, and palm oil. I never got into making soap and stuff. I mean, it's not supposed to be that hard. I've seen a lot of people do it, but I just haven't dabbled in that yet. Don't know if I want to, cause I gotta pick my battles, you know. And I try to do what I can, because I've been. I have a bunch of water over there. So far I got 72 bottles of water sitting there, and I hate bottled water, but it's better than nothing. And then I've got gallon jugs of spring water too. And then in my other room that used to be my wife's room, I got a 20-gallon water tank in there. So, trying to get prepared as much as I can. Many Americans do not know Putin killed the neoliberal international order. The WEF is sitting a brick. Same with the neocons, yeah. I don't know exactly what you're saying there, but yeah, I do in a way. I don't watch the news because it's nothing but bad news. I remember waiting in long lines to get gas. Yeah. I remember we had to get those stamp things. Rationing, and you only got so much gas. Yeah. And yet, here we are yet again. Yep. Make sure your gallons of water are the square bottles, not the regular gallon bottle, because those leak after a year. Yeah. We are so blessed. We have a canal behind us for all the water we need. Oh, you're lucky. I have a creek behind me, and I've got a Alexa Pure. I can put water out of the ditch in there and do it. I don't want to do that, but if I have to. Plus, I put in a hand pump on my other well out there, so if the power goes off, I can still get water the old-fashioned way. But there's something wrong with that well, though. I gotta get it looked at by someone, because I guess the person that owned the house, his son, was using a iron rod kind of sharpened like a chisel, because his dad told him to let the prime down on the well so that it didn't freeze in the winter. And of course, he didn't do that. So he took the pump off and is out there chopping the ice out of the pump, and whoop, dropped it right down the well pipe. So I don't know if somebody could come out with a rare earth magnet or something and pull it right out of there. I don't know. I don't know anybody who's got those. Remember odd and even days? Yeah. I remember Oh, like my grandparents. I used to. Some of the stuff was really good, but they got this surplus stuff, and it wasn't like the stuff you get now. My grandma used to get this bologna type stuff, and it was in a can. That was some good stuff. And I don't remember if they went to get it or somebody brought it to them. But I remember being there, and she was taking stuff out of a box, and it was that canned meat stuff. It was really good. Yeah, Southern Prairie. Oh yeah, I used to go to the food banks a lot. And this was years ago, back when they gave out real cheese. You got 5 pounds of it, and boy, that stuff was good. Wait all day long, standing in this line a mile long, or longer. I mean, it seemed like it, in the hot sun and everything. And then sometimes I'd run out, and he stood there all day for nothing, you know. Oh yes, been there, done that. And my grandma, on my mom's side, she used to talk about the Goodfellas and stuff that used to bring stuff, and for the kids and all that, because they had a hard time too. It is, and we have. Whoops! I hate sitting in the gas line for hours. Allie, Oakley, yes it is, and we have the purifiers. What did I miss? Make sure your gallons of water are... Oh, I read that already. Yeah, right now, I'm getting what they got, because I do have the 20-gallon tank and water storage tank that I can put it in. And then these are 20-gallon jugs. I got it sitting over there. So when it gets close, I'll dump them into the big thing. The Goodfellas, Grampy? Yeah, it was like, oh my gosh, this was... Grandma said something about, like, during the Depression and stuff. It was like, kind of like, I guess you like, say like Salvation Army, but mixed with Goodwill. And they would bring food and stuff and different things like that. And they brought it to the house. That was many years ago. I remember, I'll be 61 in July, so I'm an old timer. Oh, no, not the same ones. So they pray, no, not those ones. Well, we don't have to do with those ones. But they were called something like that. Maybe I got the name wrong. I remember the grandma saying Goodfellas, though. The Goodfellows. I don't know. She used to talk about it. Yeah, yep, Allie, yeah. That might be what they do now. Then you know how places are. Everybody changes their names. Oddfellows? Oh. That could have been it too. They might have changed their name. I don't know. My birthday is in July also. Oh yeah, Denise, mine's the 23rd. I'll be one more year into old geezer. Oh well. I love it. Not everybody gets to be my age. Gets to live to see 61, 62, and on up. My dad, he'll be 81 in June. Most likely, Allie, yeah. My grandma's gone, so I can't ask her. The 6th, Denise? Oh. My uncle's was right on the 4th of July. Your old geezerette. Mom will be 90 on June 1st. Oh, wow. Yep, that's an honor to live to be that old, you know. They don't sometimes think so. All the stuff they go through, but, you know, it really is. It's a blessing. Just whenever you get to be down on yourself, just think of someone else, you know, that never got to get that old, and, you know, just, you know, you hear the things about the golden age and all, you know, that joke that's out there saying. The 14th of April will be a year since my mom passed. So that's not going to be a good day. And the 11th of every month is a bad day for me because my wife passed December 11th. Eileen, let's God bless her, yep. Some relatives on her side live to be 100 and 101. Wow. I think people that, you know, live to be that old, they deserve respect. A lot of respect. Well, they do anyway, but it's, you know, I plan to be here till at least 120. Especially if they get to live that long and be reasonably healthy and stuff, you know. Yeah, that is. I'm back. Yeah, it is. Losing the two most important women in my life. But I'll get through it. Lost my dad at 67 due to lung cancer. Yeah. I had an uncle that went from that. But life goes on. It's, I miss him, but, what's ironic is my wife died of IPF, and so did my mother. My wife, it was December 11th, 2019, and then my mom, April 14th, just this past year, of the same thing. Who's yelling? Yelling? That's Sylvester. He's right at the door. Hey, I ain't letting him in here. Trust me, he lives up to the name Sylvester. He'd come in here, he'd be climbing all over the shelves, knocking everything down. And then he'd get up on my desk and knock everything off my desk. I'm glad you can't see my desk right now because it is a mess. I straightened it up and then messed it up again. We must soldier on. Yes, exactly. My my mom and my wife are both up there. They're not sick anymore. You know, they're being where I want to be. They're walking with the Lord and everything. It's like, how could I be selfish and, want them back here to go through all that again? My grandmother took my grandfather's death so hard. I knew when she was dying because she started to talk to Grandpa in the room. The doctor said she was ready to leave the hospital, but no, she did not. Yeah. Yep. Well, I know there's a lot. When my wife passed, I was there with her the day before, and how do you know the story? I went out to go the next day, and my truck wouldn't start. And then they called me when she was exiting, and of course it wouldn't start again. So I wasn't there when she passed. That hurts too. But I think the Lord knew that it would be really extremely hard on me, so He wanted me to stay home. Because the very next day, I went out there and the truck started just fine. Yeah. Your kitchen is a mess? Yeah. Tornado hit. Signs, Grampy? What signs? Oh, you're talking about what I said? Yeah. Most definitely. Things were mighty hard, extremely hard, before they got better. But I kept my eyes on the prize. I didn't turn my back on the Lord, and He didn't turn His back on me. He was there for me. He brought so many miracles that one after the other. Yes, Eileen, it was. But I had almost 36 years with her. So, 2 children, so, you know. I hated what she was going through and everything. Especially when I couldn't do anything about it, But I was there. I did everything, so. But I did for years. All the housework, taking care of the kids, all that stuff. She was always working, and we had a little tiff, and I didn't want her working. I wanted her to stay home and raise the family. Well, she says, I am not going to quit my job. So she didn't. So I quit mine. Because I had kids to take care of, and I could not afford a babysitter, and I didn't want my kids raised by somebody else. It's hard watching a loved one suffer with a disease. You feel so helpless. Yeah. Yes, I did. And when my mom went, I was just there the day before because it was my shopping day, telling my mom what I got, and I remember telling her about getting pickled bologna and stuff, and I had to get home to unload the car and everything. And I wish I would have stayed if I would have known that then she wouldn't be there the next day. So, but what happened though is I went to bed that night, and thought I was sleeping, but I heard my mom say to me, she says, I'm going home now, son. I'll see you later. Just like she did any other time. And I said, okay, Mom. See you later. And then my sister calls me, tells me, Mama, we talk about weird. But I had a really good relationship with my mom. Loved her dearly. We were really close, you know. But I know she's up there now and in heaven doing things I can't even imagine. And I got a picture of her right up here on my wall. She's looking at me all the time. I'll show you if I can reach it. This is my mom. Yep. And you'll see her if you go over to my sister's paparazzi thing. You'll see Mom's picture sitting on the shelf behind her too. Yep, I tried, you know, and I raised my kids with the Lord. You know, we read the Bible together every day, and we talked about different things in the Bible and that. I'm not saying that they did everything perfect because they didn't, but it's such a nice, you know. They never really did real bad stuff. Yeah. You were so blessed to have a wonderful relationship with your mother. Yes, I was. It's a nice photo, yeah. And it's hard when I know what my dad's going through too now. And he's right across the road, so he comes over quite a bit, and I try to go over there as much as possible. But there's times when I go over there and I see Mom everywhere. You know, it can be hard. Yeah. Is there anything you would not can from experience? Yes. Okra. Ugh. I can't stand okra. I tried it. Tried it deep fried, tried it pickled, and can't handle that. Yeah, me too. Eileen. Uh, I love freezer canned peaches are awesome. So one day I thought, well, peaches are really good. Pears ought to be really good. Don't freezer canned pears. They come out like the sole of a shoe. You can't chew them or anything. Oh, they were awful. But freezer canned peaches are really good. I like them better than canned ones. Yes, okra is slimy. It's supposed to be really good for diabetics if you can eat that snot that's inside of things. I couldn't get past that. Canned squash, only zucchini squash. Yuck. Yo, I'd have canned squash. I did it last summer. See if I can get one. I did corned beef. Here's get it, yellow crookneck squash. I like it. You dump the water off and then you fry it. Oh, it's good. I like to fry it fresh too. It's really good that way. I'm climbing around mountains here. Oh, stuff. Here's some more tomatoes. Oh, I did red beets too. Pickled beets. I don't know where those are offhand. Oh, they're into this one. Oh, don't fall. Oh, I did ketchup. It's darker because it's got onions in it. Like, yeah, onion ketchup. This is a recan though. I got a bunch of ketchup and I turned it into onion ketchup and canned it. And it's still nice. No zucchini this year in the garden. Vine borers, yeah. I like zucchini somewhat, once or twice a summer, but I'm not crazy over it. Looking forward to getting my air fryer. Yellow squash casserole is delicious. Yeah, I like to fry it in a pan, in butter, bacon grease, whatever you want to use. I fell asleep canning tomatoes late at night. I left them in the canner all night. That's happened to me before, too. I think it happens to everybody at one time or another. Oh, let's see. What else can I show you? Tomatoes. More tomatoes. More tomatoes. Oh, here's some beets, I think. Yeah. Oh, this jar didn't get labeled. Oh well. It's red beets. Little red beets. I love beets. Mom gave me a huge one when they first came out. No basket. Heavy. Hated it. Gave to my son. He loves it. Oh, the air fryer? Yeah. And one of these, down here. I don't want to push my stuff off the shelf. Ugh. And I'll pull it out. Yeah. This is corned beef. I don't know if you can see it. My husband wants an air fryer. I love mine. I use it all the time. Watch a channel that only does air fryer recipes. Getting the one that she uses. Well, mine's a square one that's got, you slide, the old door opens down and trays go in it. And I don't take the rings off my jars either, because then I know where them buggers are when I need them. Plain fresh corned beef, nothing added. Yeah, I bought this one. It was, I think, 15 pounds or something like that. And I sat there and cut it all up and canned it. One morning, I think it was like July or something, or I don't know, last year anyway, during the summer. I got at least 12 jars of that. And mixed vegetables, but you know what them look like. Green beans. No trays. So, hated them. Oh, I like mine. I don't have one. They're nice. And diced potatoes. Up here. Oh, you can't see them. I don't want to dig it out. Mix of vegetables, and then I did onions and peppers. And I dehydrated onions and peppers. And then I've got potatoes there, a whole bunch of potatoes down here, whole potatoes, diced potatoes down here, 1 row, 2 rows, 2 rows of diced potatoes, a row of whole ones there, and some more whole ones here. Here's some of the diced ones. Whoops. You can dehydrate these too. Open them up, drain them, and dehydrate them because they're already cooked. Another thing you can do in a pinch, it's not my preferred way, but I go to the store and I buy frozen veggies because they're already blanched. And you can dehydrate those and they come out nice and pretty. A friend asked me if she could can frozen veggies. Yeah, some of those are that I did. Said yes if you want baby food. Canned onions are wonderful. I also dehydrate to make onion powder and also freeze. Yeah, you can do all that stuff. I got so many different things back there. The only thing I could say is ask me if I got it, and if I do, I can show that to you. I don't know what I haven't showed you or what I have. Oh, and I have quart jars of peas that I did one year. Frozen veggies are too easy to dehydrate. Yes, you can dehydrate frozen vegetables. Yes, I do it. Over there, somewhere, I can see one right now. Oops, I knocked something down. Frozen, diced potatoes. See? I've used a bunch of them, but there's, some in there. And they're nice and, whoops, nice and light and hard. And I have, I got frozen soup mix. I'm back. There. Okay, Ellie, thanks for coming. Has beans and corn and carrots and all that, for soup starting. I dehydrated a bunch of those. And they're up there somewhere. I did bean with bacon soup. I prefer canned potatoes to dehydrated. Yeah, dehydrated is good if you put them in soup or something where they cook for a long time. Okay, Denise, thanks for coming. Have a great night. SHP. Oh, Southern Prairie's channel? Is that what that is? Night Alley. Yep, Night Alley. Thanks for coming. This was a spur of the moment live stream.